Hello and welcome back to Desmin's Creek, our 5th edition live play that meets on Wednesday nights. Last time, the party finally got to meet the object of their mission, the special someone they were sent into the dangers of the Underdark to retrieve on behalf of the Black Rose espionage organization, with only a promise that it was of utmost importance that the job remained as secret as possible, and that the government of Volinar, their home city, not be made aware of who, what, when, or where this was happening. And so, having traveled, having faced the dangers, new and old, of the Underdark, over the course of a day, they entered the city of Umbralight, meeting with the drow priest and priestess of Illustrae, with whom they had encountered to transfer their last prisoner. This being a similar encounter, they were able to build on those old ties before being brought into the depths of Umbralight's prison, more or less. These deeper regions were quite comfortable, given that they are really a prison. But it is here that the party met with none other than Claire Evenhand, supposed leader of Volinar. Over the course of a couple of hours, dealing with the drow and getting some food and some time to acclimate to one another's presence before heading out back into the dangers of the Underdark, the party learned a little bit about what has transpired. The fact that Claire, the real Claire, as far as anyone can tell, was taken from Volinar 10 years ago, prior to the end of the Draco War, prior even to the moment at which the heroes of the Draco War established her as de facto leader of the city-state, of the city and, by extension, the country. It's not a city-state. This was very difficult to accept, as it meant that the leader that this party had always known had never, in fact, been Claire Evenhand. And it raises very dire questions about who is using her identity and how they accomplished it for 10 years, when one of Claire's best friends is the Archmage and should have the power, backed by the Mages Guild, to see through such a plot. So, as these thoughts plague the minds of the party, they re-enter the tunnels of the Underdark, avoiding the ferry for two reasons. First and foremost being the strange creature that attacked them on their way down, and secondly, because it would still put them potentially in contact with many people from the surface who could unwittingly become possessors of knowledge they should not have. The party traveled into the evening, and as they came to a point where they knew they should bed down, they heard the sounds of conflict, and around a corner they met with Rezim Ondar, famous big game hunter and known associate of Underdark cities, both Lolth sworn and not. They helped him to defeat a roper he was fighting, and that is where we pick up, as the Dragonborn, boisterous and friendly, looks upon the group, saying, "These are strange times, as Razim does not lately see so many adventurers down here, but it is grand to see not only friendly faces, but friend faces. Is that you, Reggie?"
It is so nice to see you down here. Actually, I was trying to find you.
You are trying to find
I
Reggie?
expected to. I was hoping that it would happen, at I name a particular bar that is known for its rowdy fights.
Razim is not allowed there anymore.
That's fair. So I guess it's a good thing we met down here.
Indeed.
But when we were coming into Umberlite, we took the boat, which kind of my preferred way of doing that. Although maybe not so much anymore. There was this big octopus thing.
What?
A big octopus thing that attacked the boat. We managed to get away from it. I don't think it's gone, but that's. I figured, let's just leave the water where it is for now, and just avoid going that way. But you seem. I think that you would probably want to go and talk to some more of the people that were down there.
Razim is going to approach you, Reggie, and crouch down in front of you. He's got, dark brown-black scales that glint in the light of your torch, and you can see the brass plate over his right eye as it gleams in the light, and the red jewel at the center of it seems to flicker with the firelight, and you feel like it doesn't move, it doesn't make any noise. It just seems to be a gem set into the surface of this metal plate on his face, but you feel like it's peering into you as he looks at you very seriously. The motors of his prosthetic left leg whirring as he crouches upon it. He says, "How big was this octopus?"
Well, the bits of tentacle that we could see were I as the player don't know how big the biggest bit of tentacle that we could see was.
These
but
tentacles,
Reggie says his estimate of that number.
Yeah, just to give you a bit of it seemed to you, if they had wanted to, these tentacles could potentially fully or at least partially enwrap the boat on their own, even at this distance from the center of the maelstrom.
Yeah.
So the parts that rose up and came towards you, you were fighting the tip, which was, like fighting somebody standing next to you. But it was connected to the rest of it that, rose 20 feet in the air before curling back into the water.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the bits of tentacle that we could see, maybe 20, 30 feet, and then the big, whirlpool that I assume was related to the monster thing was, I don't know, 100 feet away from us?
He's going to, reach out with his hands and place them on your shoulders, getting even closer to your face, as he says, "It was this large. And it had a whirlpool that concealed more, you think?"
Yes. Also, when he shot it with a magic missile, one of the whistles went through it. I point to Vulcan when I say that.
He's going to look.
Oh, wait, my bad. These are my friends, Resim.
Yes.
I don't think all of you have met him. And I make introductions.
He's going to quickly stand up and nod to each of you or shake your hand as they're offered. But finally, like, he seems to be just, like, kind of getting through that so that he can
Until it
turn
gets to
back.
Vulcan. I do say Vulcan for last.
Vulcan. Do you introduce him as just Vulcan or Vulcan Draknir?
I just say Vulcan.
Okay. I guess as he extends a hand to you, which you could take or leave, Vulcan,
Vulcan will shake it.
he's going to look, visibly up and down your body, and you're going to see that there is a lot of similarity in not only, like, the material of your body, but some of the design has similarities too, as though they kind of came out of the same handbook, maybe, or were taught by the same teacher. Between his leg and like your limbs as well, and he's looking you up and down. He says, "You had everything replaced, friend."
Oh, not really. I've only had this body.
I see. Do you know who made it for you?
Yes, my father. I believe you met him once. He has mentioned you before.
He's
Volinar
going to
Draknir?
lean back a little and look at you a bit suspiciously, waiting for you to say this. Go ahead, sorry.
Vendar Draknir. He was a member of the party that fought the dragons in the Draco War.
For the first time in this conversation with this, reasonably spry-looking man fighting this creature by leaping through the air and shooting arrows at it, and him excitedly talking to Reggie, who's a third his size, by bending down to him. This is the first time in this scene that Rezim has looked old, as you see him cast into his own past, thinking back to this meeting some 10 years ago. He says, Draknir. Yes. It makes some sense. He has money to spare. Rezim knows he has been paid some of that money to spare. Interesting. Your father probably keeps interesting friends. Not just his party.
He has many interesting friends.
And
It is nice to meet
enemies.
some of them.
I did not know your father long, but he and his group, well, they were instrumental in helping to save a client of mine. There was some bad times with a red dragon and some drow. My
Morgan
client was very
growls when he says red dragon.
Huh?
Morgan growls when he says red dragon.
Yes. Well, interestingly, I believe the party left friends with that red dragon. They are not all cut of the same cloth, but that cloth is woven very near to the tree that it was grown from. It's a bad metaphor, but you understand what I mean, I think. Any event, it is good to meet friends of Reggie and, of course, friends and or creations of the hero of the war. Please, the Vulcan it was.
Yes.
if you have a chance to speak to your father, send him my regards. Perhaps he remembers old Razim.
I will, and he does. He told me about you once. Your prosthetic limbs are part of how he designed how he came to the design of my own limbs.
I thought I saw the resemblance there. Well, hopefully he is keeping well.
He is quite busy.
Good.
Always has a new invention.
Good. Reggie.
He leans forward.
I am going to hunt this thing. I do not assume
I look
you...
forward to hearing your stories. So I look forward to hearing the story about that.
Yes, Razim thought he would hear you say as much. But he thanks you for the information. This will be legendary. He's going to look around.
Did I get the names of anyone that was like a crew on the boat?
There were a couple, yeah. Hang on. Ames, Underdark, the Drow. Operator of the ferry, male and female, were Lanthir Visaris, which is Lenthir. Visaris is Vesarus. That's one name, Lanthir Visaris, who was the man who said that you'd be getting your money back as you saved the ship. And then the woman who told you about the friends and family discount, who seems to be like the owner of the boat, she was named Philona Ristar. Philona Ristar.
Not that I think you're going to have a hard time when you go and ask around in Umberlite to figure out which ones were the ones on the boat when it happened, and therefore being able to figure out where it was to have some kind of guidance to go on. But it was Lanthir Visaris.
Mm-hmm.
Was the first name you gave me?
Yeah, Lanthir Visaris.
Who was piloting the thing. So that's the name that you're gonna have probably the best chance of really finding out. Again, I imagine you'll be able to pretty easily talk your way over to people who actually saw it, but I also imagine without that name to really like hone in on it, you'll probably get people who are saying that they were there and they saw the whole thing, and all the same bloviating people you find everywhere.
Yes, Razim is familiar with Lanthir and Philona. He has refused the boat in the past. It's very hard to hunt monster from the deck of a ship. Prefer to do it on foot. All right. Well, Razim thanks you for the additional information. He feels like he might owe you a bit of coin.
We'll settle for a beer so you can tell me the story when we're back in Volinar, all of us.
A beer and a piece of tentacle or some such trophy.
Oh well, actually, that would be. I bet Joy would be able to cook that up real good, and that would.
Oh well, then dinner's on you after that, my friend.
You drive a hard bargain.
Razim has always been told he was savvy at tradesmanship. Well, I have made this chamber safe. You all look very tired, and Razim assumes you wish to sleep. But I have yet more prey to hunt. So, Should you need Rezim, good luck finding him. He'll be down here somewhere, or perhaps back in Tuca.
Hopefully that thing didn't make it all the way to Tuki yet.
No.
That is much faster than I would hope anything of that size could be.
Rezim must return to Tuca ere long, for he has a contract that needs to get paid to him so that he can afford that beer.
Hmm.
Well, all of you, it was lovely to meet. I hope you are capable of taking care of yourselves in the Underdark.
We should.
We have so far.
Very good. Oh. Should you see anything truly strange, alien, how to say, structures built of the stone of the Underdark, but not in any shape natural. Pyramidal, perhaps? Feel any dark and sickly auras, fear pervading the area, or seeing any creatures like your squid, but not in the water and wearing the clothing of men. Rezim needs to know about this.
Okay, yeah. I see any of those things, I turn right around and make a note of, as good of a note as I can of where it is.
Yes.
And let you know next time we bump into each other.
Yes, immediately report anything like this to the Drow, and they will have these reports ready for Rezim next time he visits. It has been...
I do hope that I don't need to report any of those things. That sounds terrifying.
I also, my friend, it is not a safe prospect to be dealing with such creatures. Rezim has specialized in it over the last several years, ever since the war. They were trying to get in the confusion, distraction at the time. I was able to see off many of their attempts, but they are, how you say, persistent.
I recognize the description of these.
Yeah, roll me Arcana.
Had to find my die.
Came to the D&D table without dice?
I packed all my dice
buried under shit.
because I expected to be moved. So
That's true.
last week and this week,
Good God, that's so annoying.
dice on Beyond. Or
Yeah, it's a 23.
Elsewhere.
23, yeah, you know distinctly from the stories your father told of the creatures he fought here in the Underdark with Rezim. You recall the time that he talks of Leah having her brain taken and a wish needing to be cast to get it back.
You speak of mind flayers, right?
Nah.
Are they around here?
See, that's just not a good name.
Rezim answers slowly and gravely as he says, the mind flayers, the illithid. Troublesome creatures, very smart, too smart. Not smarter than an arrow most days, but sometimes faster. They have plans, you know? What smart creature doesn't take over the world or whatever? But they cannot do it all at once. They do it in small pockets and have to grow and spread. So Rezim has taken it upon himself, along with some deep-pocketed employers, to find these small, growing colonies, infestations, and remove them. Rezim has some knowledge of the planar magics they use, and he can get lucky.
Oh, I certainly hope we don't run into any of them.
As he said, Rezim also hopes that you do not, but that is why it is important that if you do, you immediately find the drow, report it to them so that they can report it to me. Even the lot-sworn drow will report it to me. Hell, find yourself a wandering Swift-Neblin. He will have a way. It is too bad you are taking this path and not the other. Could have met at, had that drink at the Gulch. Oh well.
I do not drink.
I don't know where the gulch is.
Yes, I suppose not. Well, in any event, Resin has taken up much of your time and too much of his own. There is a strange interplanar octopus to kill. You better get on
May your
that.
travels be as exciting as you want them to be.
Good luck. I hope it doesn't kill you.
I must admit one thing. As the years have progressed, the travels have been less exciting than Resin would prefer. But he has a good feeling about this lead. So, for a last time, he thanks you for the information. And hopes to see you over dinner with the wife in the future.
Looking forward to it.
Gives you that enigmatic reptilian smile before kind of scooting through the party, ducking his head, in greeting to each as he passes and heading down the tunnel. He begins whistling a tune as he goes. So, we had been getting to a point where the party should rest at the end of last session. So, would you like to do that? And would you like to do that perhaps here, since Resim had said he cleared this place, so it should be temporarily safe.
I'm good to trust Resim on that.
Sounds good.
If Reggie trusts him, then Desmin trusts him.
Alright, so you can set up a little makeshift camp here. Probably in this corner over here. Out of curiosity, did people bring, like, bedrolls or anything, or is this going to be really roughing it?
We did
Check the
have
machine.
we did have time to prepare.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we would have picked up bedrolls when we were outfitting ourselves
Yep.
and getting like more rations and stuff. Just because Reggie didn't bring it because we were planning on using the boat, but I think it's easy to have acquired.
Yeah, you were told that this was going to be a couple days, and the
Yeah.
things were uncertain. So, it's incredibly reasonable for the party to have purchased them before leaving. And their cost is low enough that it shouldn't be a problem for anybody. Looking at like 10 gold worth of supplies.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable. Oh, also, I remember this after the last session. When traveling, when it's just us and Claire, I would have made it clear. I would have made it clear to Claire that the Black Rose is very secret and that she should not speak its name to anyone. Just so she is not gonna like run around telling people like that therefore that we are part of Black Rose or anything like that.
She will nod at this. She's not really like big on using words at the moment. So she's fairly quiet still, but she doesn't seem to have any problem, nodding at that, agreeing that she won't talk about it. Alright, so you definitely all have bedrolls. Anyone splurge on a tent, or are we sleeping under, the not stars?
Reggie wouldn't have picked up a tent.
Morgan wouldn't either.
Vulcan wouldn't even consider it. Not a thought that goes through his mind.
Reggie probably would have asked Serena if she wanted a tent, and bought one for her if she did.
Okay. No worries. So a tent can go up here, and people can share it, if that's what you've got, then.
Morgan would not sleep in a tent. She will sleep outside with her
Alright.
axe.
With the rats.
No, with the
With her
axe.
axe.
Oh.
Not the rats. She will kill the rats on sight.
Not taking a pet this time.
No, but because that was an actual rat. Last time she was like in the in-betweens. There were rats that disguised themselves as party members. So, yeah, if she sees a rat down here, she will kill it.
Ooh, sorry, that one was a party member. Alright. You sleep. Do you set up shift watching?
Yeah, I was gonna say Spider will take first.
Reggie will only be able to take a watch if we want to have light. Just because I don't have dark vision.
You don't want the camp illuminated, then that won't work for him.
Desmin can keep watch.
To hit all of it, you just need 4 people, each doing 2-hour shift. So we know that Reggie.
I assume it doesn't take a full 8 hours to charge with the battery.
I'm kind of running under the old. It's an 8-hour rest, but only 6 has to be spent sleeping, which allows you to do a 2-hour watch up to. Is kind of the rule I'm running under, which is like the old 3-5 way. I don't see a reason that won't still work. So yeah, you don't have to be you don't have to be off and charging the whole 8 hours, but like you probably could also be yeah. Let's call it 6 for that.
Okay. You can take a watch. And he can cast dark vision on himself to see in the dark.
Alright. Go into like a low activity partial charge mode during the 2 hours. Watching. Alright. So the 4 people who are on watch, which does not include Reggie or was it Desmin? No, Desmin wants to
Desmond
watch.
said he was gonna watch.
Yeah, Desmond wants to watch.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Jesus. Alright, so
Wow.
Twilight, are you taking a watch? There's one more person who doesn't have to.
Like a watch. Excuse me.
Morgan, you get to sleep through the night if you want to.
I mean, she will sleep light.
Okay. The 4 people who are drinking watches, and Morgan I'll just have you roll it like a -5. Roll me perception defaulting to passive.
Yeah, maybe Vulcan shouldn't have been one of the ones.
That's oops, I went to the wrong thing.
Ooh, that's a
Passive.
2.
My passive is 24.
My passive is 11.
Oh my god.
Twilight.
I hope something doesn't sneak us upon us while Vulcan's watching.
Vulcan, we have the same perception while I'm asleep.
Oh my god.
Vendor wasn't quite able to get those sensory things quite so cute.
Vendor's like, it's gotta move. I just need it to move really fast.
My passive is 17.
Alright. And
Use smoke glass for the eyes.
he needed it to look cool. Unfortunately, this affected its ability to perceive.
Look, audio and visual receptors are only so advanced at this time.
Yeah. He's pioneering things here, come on.
We don't have the transistor yet.
He's using a Sound Blaster Pro sound card. Desmin, what'd you get?
My passive is 16.
16. Alrighty.
Which, oddly enough, my active is 16 because I rolled a 10 and I got a 6, and I have a 6.
Alright. And what was yours -5 there, Morgan?
Oh, I didn't know I had to roll 2 for the sleeping through, but okay.
You would use your passive -5.
Oh yeah, I'm
Just
just about passive,
actively
not a
on.
roll. Okay, okay.
Right.
Because you're sleeping lightly.
Yeah. Gotcha. Hold on.
Is it still a better passive than Vulcan?
Probably.
Probably. Let's see. Stats. I think I have saved passive perception somewhere. No, then I think there's skills. There it is. Passive perception, -5.
Yeah.
That's like 8, I think. No, 9.
9. Alrighty.
No, 8.
So-
Hold on, my
Is it
maths.
14 or
9.
13?
Less than Vulcan's.
It's 13.
Okay, 8.
That's an 8.
8.
Alright. So, to everybody but Vulcan on your watches, the sounds of the living Underdark are all around you. You hear small creatures skittering, scraping, scratching by, and plunking into unseen, but clearly not so distant water sources. Now and then you hear the deep groan or growl of something larger on the hunt for prey, but nothing seems to be heading directly to you, passing by your tent without bothering you. Vulcan and Morgan are aware of nothing. The Underdark is
about right.
Blissfully
eerily
unaware.
quiet, honestly. Maybe something's up and scared away all the other creatures. Maybe it was Rezim. He's made this place super safe.
And Vulcan doesn't even think twice about it. This is
Vendalkin.
just his default. It's always like this.
Vulcan doesn't even. Yeah, Vulcan doesn't even hear any of the. It's like, yeah, it's a very quiet night.
Indeed. All
My
of
father
you.
could hear a fly at a mile away, but I can't hear a fly at 10 feet.
All of you may receive the benefits of a long rest. Vulcan, as you finish your charging cycle, you find that the devices that you used to do the charging have sparked out, and they look almost burnt, like they can't be reused.
I'll have to let them know.
I don't know if you have the sense of smell, but ozone.
I don't know if
You
he has
probably
a
can
sense of
smell it.
smell. I kind of assume he doesn't have a sense of smell.
I was gonna say with an 11. I mean,
I don't think he can perceive it.
Olfactory senses were not on Vendar's list of priorities.
Well, they're hard to do. I don't know. Do we even have machines that can detect senses now?
Yeah,
Look,
It
if
can
you
detect smells.
yeah.
Huh.
Do.
if you smell, that just means you have to smell the goo you turn people into. It's not just supposed to have that.
it was the kindness on Vendar's part.
Yes. Vendar lost his sense of smell a long time ago. He didn't figure like you need smell when you get hearing and sight. Too bad he doesn't really have those either.
I guess the party should be grateful that Vendar didn't design him with a gooinator built in.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Alright. You rise from your rest. You break down your camp quickly but quietly. The Underdark is exactly as dark as when you went to sleep. There aren't any signs that the camp was disturbed while you slept. Nobody was standing over you with a knife when you awoke. You were tucked in your corner with just the sounds of the natural critters running around and hunting one another, but largely leaving you alone as you get set out on your way once again, moving amongst the winding tunnels and paths, following the map that Pelin gave you. Got there. Around midday for you guys. Around what you believe to be the middle of your march, as you continue to follow the winding path and the stony passages marked out on this map you were given, and stopping here and there for Underdark flora. You are going to hear the shuffling of fabric and feet and the murmur of hushed voices ahead. You have not run into anyone since running into Resim. So this is unusual, but you know that you have never truly been alone in these caverns. Previous day, there were the sounds of drow patrols, though you are now quite distant from the city proper. Anyone out here is likely a traveler like you, a scavenger or forager, or a threat. You know that they are up ahead, and that you are on a path that doesn't really diverge, so you are very likely to come upon whomever is making these noises. How do you want to handle this?
far ahead do we think they are?
They're going to be close. You know, they're within about 50 feet if you're hearing anything. The tunnels are echoey and do carry sounds a bit, but given the fact that these people are speaking in hushed tones and not shouting at one another, you imagine that they are quite close.
Do you think they've heard us?
I don't think
It's
that...
just been too loud.
Yeah, your goal was to travel quickly and quietly, so I don't know if you'd have been engaged in loud conversation. Although, perhaps you tell me.
I don't think we would have been really talking, but we do have a guy in plate armor.
I was gonna say most conversations are probably in sign language.
Actually, technically, he's not in plate armor, is he? But
True.
Vulcan is, but he's got a bonus to.
We have a guy in plate armor, but he's not the problem. We got a guy in
Does anybody in the party not speak Underdark sign?
I don't know that I do. I don't think I do.
I know that several people chose to speak it, but I don't have the record of who and who doesn't.
Vulcan does.
There you go.
I didn't take it.
No. Alright, so Spider doesn't have it. Twilight, you've got it, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Morrigan, do you have it?
I'm looking. I think so. Languages.
Desmin?
I have drow sign. Is
Yeah.
that what it?
Yeah, same thing. Alright, so the only one in the party who doesn't have it is Spider.
I mean, Serena probably doesn't know it.
Serena, the prisoner of the drow for 10 years. Wouldn't have picked up signs.
Maybe picked up one or two things.
She's not fluent, you are correct. But when you are
knows it better than
waving your
Spider.
hands at each other, you do notice that she, makes a sign now and then. This is clearly much more comfortable for her than speaking. Not because she's better at it than speaking, but because she doesn't seem to want to use her voice. But wiggling her fingers is okay. She is clearly novice at this, but is able to convey simple thoughts and obviously able to understand more than she can say.
Fair enough. Just Spider then.
Just a what?
I said just Spider then.
You're just signing to Spider. Oh, just Spider. I thought you said
Oh, you said spite her.
Spider just starts signing to him. All of us just sign to him. That's it.
Everybody is signing except you, Spider.
I do imagine if Serena has been more responsive in sign, Reggie's been trying to keep up small talk kind of conversations.
Yeah. You see that she struggles with it, as you do. Like I said, her level of understanding and her level of being able to to use it is far, far from fluent. But she's, muddling her way through, talking her way around topics, as it were.
Now, does Reggie have his torch out?
Reggie would have his torch out unless other people made him not, in which case somebody's carrying Reggie.
His head's just poking out of Vulcan's pocket.
I imagine our friend here also does not have dark vision.
The human? Yeah, no, she doesn't.
Yeah.
So, she will need a light source. Or a guiding hand. Which she's probably really not ready for. So she'll need a light source.
Right. I was gonna say, alright, Desmond. Well, she's carried Reggie. Desmond's carried both of them. It's just like a triple piggyback, a double piggyback.
Yeah, that's not weird at all. Alright, so you know that there is a group heading towards you. You're not sure who, what, how many, or what their intention is. You potentially have a light source, but you are being quiet. Do you want to find a hiding place to try and let them pass? Do you want to meet them on open terms and figure out what they're there for? Do you want to attack them before knowing who they are? You got a few options here.
How are we finding a hiding place with the light source?
Well, I mean, I
Putting the
imagine
light
that once
source
you
out
get into a
first.
hiding space, you put out the light source. But they are approaching. And they are heading in the opposite direction of you.
So that means towards us, right?
Yes, they are heading toward you.
Crossing paths.
Yes. You can cross this bridge here and see that you're entering an area that splits up into 3 paths, at least. It looks like 4 paths, actually. Their voices are a little hard to track. They don't seem to be coming from the far right or the far left, but it's one of the 2 center paths. So, you could hide.
Seems like we probably should, since we were trying to avoid people, right?
You can either hide or leave no witnesses.
Let's try to go one of the different paths.
Alright. You're not sure which of the center 2 paths are going to appear on, but you feel there is there's a left path, which seems to head down toward a moving water source, or a right path that seems to be a bit of a culvert, a bit of a dead end. There's a light source in there. You're not sure what's in there, honestly, not from here. You're not sure what's in any of the directions, but you can see that there is a way out to the left and a way out to the right that they're not seemingly on.
Vulcan votes right.
Okay, right it is.
Right. Anybody
One vote.
Against
Right.
one
All right,
vote.
we're going right.
Anybody
we don't have a
against
lot of
going
time.
right?
Maybe Desmond wants to go left.
Does Desmond want to go left?
Let me roll.
Maybe Desmond wants to go left. Does Desmond want to go left? I don't know.
No, he's choosing right.
Wow.
Reggie fell through the wall.
I'm glad.
It happens.
I'm glad
Remember
Desmond's
me.
so convicted.
I mean, he was doing. It was like 1 through 10 was left, 11 through 20 was right. He rolled an 18, so.
Well, that's a good thing he didn't, otherwise we would have just been stuck there arguing which way to go until they arrived.
All right. So nobody's against going right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sticking close to Serena at all times.
All right. I want all of you to roll stealth.
That was really, for a second, I thought you were going to say roll initiative.
Turns out that this place was bending sound wrong, and in fact, they're on the right path. You idiots!
Cool.
Though I will just point out that according to your map, you do want to eventually be going down the middle path. So you'll want to miss them and then sneak around behind them or wait for them to pass or whatever, but you know you don't want to, like, continue down this way, is what I'm getting at.
Desmond's being stealthy.
I suppose that would have been a good question to just have
Even with
asked in general, when
disadvantage.
you were like, you could go far left, far right. You're like, is one of those the correct way?
Yeah, that would have been a reasonable thing to ask. And
And then he's like,
unfortunately-
we're gonna hide this way, and then be like, okay, They're gone.
I
Look at the
forgot.
map. God,
I forgot about disadvantage. Ooh, Desmond's not being stealthy!
Yeah, sorry. I should have definitely been more clear and said, they're on the path you need to take. So you have to diverge if you want to not meet up with them. Alright, so, now then. The next question is, knowing that they're going to come down this way and you eventually want to go back the way they're coming from, are you going to stay close here and quiet? A, you don't have much time, so going further could risk making noise, but B, staying close gives you a chance to listen to what's going on. So is that what you want to do, or do you want to just tuck yourselves as far away as possible?
I think we should hide here. We should just get in here and then put out the light source and hide and try to listen to stuff.
I'm gonna let you know that the stealth didn't roll well, so...
It wasn't Desmond that rolled poorly, it was the stealth. The stealth,
Desmond rolled great, and then he had to roll again, and then... That's why stealth fucked him.
Well.
I mean, Morgan got a 21, so Morgan's doing fine.
Morgan got
Stealth is
15,
really
so
strong,
he's
too.
okay. Not great.
Yeah, you want to know what Desmond rolled?
2.
Desmond first rolled a 18, which -1 is a 17. His second roll was a 2, which means he has a 1.
Ah, called it!
that is
He
worse.
tries to sneak and immediately falls over.
2 ends of the spectrum, 2 and 18.
That first step that he took, unhearable. It was the follow-up step.
Crash! Ow!
It's like,
Yeah, it was great the first step, and then his foot hit a rock and he went tumbling.
Yeah, he got a little too confident after that first step.
Well, we're going to find out if Desmond is going to blow it for all of you with his 1. With his dirty 1.
I mean, they could
31.
get worse.
Which is sad because his first roll at least would have beaten both Reggie and Twilight somehow.
It would have beaten Vulcans, too.
Well, this other group rolled impressively poorly.
I don't know if you could roll worse than a 1.
No, they didn't roll less than a 1. They rolled impressively poorly, just still better than you.
Would have been real impressive. I guess a nat 1 would have been the only way, right?
Yeah.
Even then, if they had any sort of plus.
So, you all, as you tuck yourself in here and douse your lights and try to get the squeaky, crunchy cleric hidden away back there, you are going to hear the shuffling scuff of feet on the stone as several bodies head toward the junction you were just at. And you hear a voice saying, well, they've got to come past here at some point. I know it. They're off schedule, but they can't be that far off. As another voice says, maybe they already went by and we missed them. It says, like I said, off schedule, not that far off. My sources on this are good.
Do we recognize these voices?
Roll history.
Yes, Derek, that Raiken would do that.
Me too, history.
Looking at 19 history.
15.
While they're still there.
19, you said?
Yeah, Vulcan got
Vulcan's 19, Spider's 15.
Spider's 15. Okay.
He's 22.
Morgan got 16.
16. All right. People are rolling pretty good history. Unfortunately, none of you has met any of the people in this group. Neither of the voices you heard are familiar. There's too many, like, potential groups out there that one could hear about that I don't think that anyone would be described just by voices that you'd be like, oh, I've heard of the group these people are from. But you hear this talking going on, as these two argue about something they're looking for, somebody they're trying to meet up with. As a third voice comes in, calmer, quiet, says, "Quiet, both of you." And you hear like a little bit of shuffling, like, and as the first voice goes, What is it? What do you smell?" Says, "I don't smell. I track. And you're getting all over my tracks. Back up." You hear more shuffling, like the clang of metal hitting the wall outside. "Fine. Do your thing, jeez." He says, "Somebody came by here just now. That I do smell, by the way." And the first voice comes back and says, "Seriously? Which path? Where are they? I didn't see them."
So, quick question. What would the reaction be to a card going to come out from one of the tunnels and land amongst them?
I mean, probably explosion. How
like
would you
if
react if a
possible.
card landed next to you and detonated?
Don't they have
I
to
was
read
just
it
thinking,
first?
trying to think of a different way to phrase it. But if possible, I'd like to do that.
Alright, you can't see what you're throwing at, but you are a decent shot. You could fling a card. What was the maximum we said? Like 30 feet?
I think it was 2040, something like that.
I think it was 2030. It might have been 2040. I think it was 2030. I know that it wasn't 2060, that's the normal throne, right?
Right.
Pretty damn impressive to throw a card 60 feet.
Yeah, no, that's
Gambit.
why. This one's either 2030 or 2040. We have it written down. Where is it?
Regardless, if it's in the 30 to 40 range, it's still going to be the same roll either way.
Okay.
So I guess the question is it in 30 or the 40? If it's in the 40, then we have to find out.
Yeah. Well, that's why I need to see it. I don't know if are you able to, so you might have to move up to get them within 30 because
2040 is what's in the pin.
okay, then it's 2040. So you are this one currently, and that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 would get you out into this area here.
All right.
What do you want this card to do?
If possible, I want to try and land it in that square and have it go kaboom.
Interesting. Alright, so just so I'm clear, you have no idea who these people are or what they want, but you want to attack them.
Well, they're tracking in what seems to be us. So, yeah.
That's a bold assumption.
That's an extremely bold assumption,
Perhaps.
but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that I'm wrong.
So holding on to the idea that they might not be here for you at all, maybe they're chasing somebody else down, is the first thing you want to do. I just want to make sure, you can attack them. I'm not going to stop you from attacking them. I want to make sure that seems like the sensible option to you when you have no idea who it is or what they want.
Are you going to try to let anybody know that you're going to attack them?
I'm just gonna fling a card out there. You can. I think that would be incredibly hilarious, but, like, everybody else will be like, what are you doing?
couldn't see you.
I really do want to, but it probably isn't the smartest option. So so then, sorry for the
No, it's fine.
interruption.
We're talking about what the
Please
strategy is. I'm not saying
continue.
anything. But I mean, I want to know what you're going to say to the rest of the party when it turns out they are here hunting you. Something in the range of "I told you so," and you should have let me blow them up or something, right?
So the way I imagine this going is like she gets ready to throw a card and just kind of rethinks it and ends up holding it back.
So, some of the people closest to you who have dark vision are going to be able to notice that you've pulled out a card and were like measuring, getting the wrist motion, and then you went,
Do we even know that she has those at this time, though? She hasn't used it yet.
She used them against the Kraken thing.
Oh, did she?
Tentacles.
Yeah, the tentacle
All right.
guy.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Reggie's playing rock, paper, scissors with himself, like left hand versus right hand.
I win
Because he
again.
cannot see, so.
Vulcan at the moment cannot see either. She does not have dark vision active.
Amazing. So, I don't know. It sounds like Spider, Desmin, Morrigan, you could all have witnessed this card come out and then go back away. But if none of you has anything to say about it, that's fine. And remember, you have sign language.
Not spider.
Not spider.
It does not have hands.
Why do we have
Sorry, my
hands?
hands are just gone.
Alright, so...
I just shake my head.
So a card does not fly out potentially into the midst of these people who are looking for somebody and potentially about to find you all. As finally, one of them's gonna say, "Well, then let's check this way." And you're going to hear footsteps approaching. And then stop. She says, Oh, someone's definitely in here. Better check and see.
Reggie signs, it wasn't me.
Just to the darkness.
Look, my fucking resin token finally came in! Now that I don't need him anymore!
There he is. Up on the pillar.
Nice.
Yay, resin!
You have cold
Suddenly Resin's here with
resin?
us.
Yeah! And Beck! Was hoping maybe recruit?
Love
I
that
felt
guy.
you might need me.
Alright. An elven woman, since you all are capable of seeing the place where you came in, is going to stop in the entryway to this path and say, and you see that she's peering around in the darkness as all of you are hiding there. Says, "All right. I don't know who you are, but I can feel you there. One of you's wearing very noisy armor."
Reggie looks over at what he thinks is Desmond. It's like
Everybody knows where he
10
is because of
feet
the
to
sound.
Desmond's right.
For some reason, Reggie is looking very accusingly at a small mushroom on the wall.
Desmond signs fuck.
So, maybe we do it this way? You come out, tell us why you're here, or I fill this area with a fireball?
You're just passing through. You do not wish to.
Do you mind if I use a light? Not like a fireball light, like pull out a torch so that I can see. He's saying to this person.
You see her. You don't see her. The rest of you see her.
I'm looking still 10 feet to the right of Desmond.
Take up a defensive stance, like with her staff in front of her, and she says, "It better be a torch you spark, or it will be the second to last thing that gets sparked in this room."
That's fair. He does pull out. He's very slowly, again, not looking anywhere near her, because he can tell, like, sort of where she is, and, like, you know, where the entrance there is, but he does pull out his torch, so there is no light, and he's like, oh wait, there's just a mushroom there. That's not helpful.
Your light falls on an elven woman. She has long blonde hair tied back behind her, and she has the robes of a wizard. She is dressed for adventure and is wielding a wooden staff topped with a metal fixture that is worn, as you imagine it has seen much use. And she has the wary eyes of somebody who's been put into unfortunate positions far too many times and had to make those that did it regret it. And she is not ready, she is not unready to do it again. She's going to look around at the people becoming illuminated by your torch and say, you've a large group too. Maybe we talk this out more friendly in a larger space rather than where we might be inclined to do something regrettable? And she's going to start backing down the hall without breaking eye contact with you, specifically Reggie, as you spark the torch.
That's fair. It is an ever-burning torch that he, like, uncovered. He didn't,
Got you.
Like, strike a light. I would like to roll insight on her. Do I think that she thinks that we're who she's looking for?
Interesting. Okay, roll it.
It's a 24.
Okay. She's not that great at hiding her emotions. She does not know if you're who she's looking for, but you can get this feeling from the rise in her voice and her body language that she's quite hopeful.
Okay.
She gets back to the entrance. She says, "There's a larger chamber a little ways back the way we came from. And given she's going to momentarily turn away and then turn back, like realizing breaking eye contact is not a great idea. To say, tracks, you were planning to head," she says this very slowly, "head that way anyway." She seems to be asking. And then there is like a small voice going, "It seems that way." Yes. So, just a little ways up. No weapons, boys. We're going to talk it out nice and peaceful. She seems to say not to you.
Mm-hmm.
As she continues to back.
Do I get the impression that if we're not who she's looking for, this is on the likelier end to be like, okay, we're gonna go this way, you're gonna go that way, and we're all just gonna go about our business?
She doesn't give you any... There's nothing in her body language that indicates that won't happen. She's not talking necessarily like, if you're not who I'm looking for, you're an unwanted witness, but that's a much deeper kind of betrayal that she could be concealing. It's not something you find you can read there, though.
Yeah.
But I do want to just put out there that it's like, that's like a couple layers deep that, like, it would be easy for her other weird body language to cover.
Yeah.
I guess, if anything, like, trying to get you out in the open on its face is more than a little suspicious, but at the same time, you know they're looking for somebody, so it's not suspicious.
Yeah. Well, I don't, to everyone else, I don't think that we want to fight, so heading into a slightly more open place with them so we can chat things out and then all be on our merry way. And that's also like a set as a question to the group.
We've already failed to avoid them. Seems the best idea.
Okay. In the absence of anyone else chiming in against that, Reggie will start heading out that way. Just noticed where Resum was.
Hiding on the pillar. Just watching.
Alright, give me just a moment. I do have to talk as you're doing that. I just need to finish setting something up. Okay, so as you begin to file out here, you're going to find that the elven woman is still basically, like, eyes locked on your face, Reggie, as you come, waiting at the point of wall that separates your path from the mid-right path from where you were coming before. And you, as you shuffle out this way, you look past her and see that there is an armed and armored person with a sword and shield put on, looking warily at you. You can see that they are a drow. And in the light of your ever-burning torch, their eyes gleam purple at you. And they seem to be watching you very warily to see if you're going to pull anything, but very quickly their whole head kind of twitches to the left, eyebrow rising as though indicating to go up this path next to the wizard.
Do I know which path we wanted to go down?
The one that he's indicating. They were coming from the way that you wanted to go, and that was... which is what they told you.
Yeah.
And that is this path here.
You've seen our numbers. How many are going to be waiting at the larger opening over there?
The drow there is going to... You kind of hear the clank of the armor as he sort of stiffens a bit at this question, you know, like readying himself. Stiffens is maybe the wrong one. He adjusts as though maybe he needs to attack. And the elf is going to, breaking her eye contact from you for the second time, is going to look to him and put up a forestalling hand, a warding hand, and say, "We have 5, but I hope those numbers don't become meaningful. In the best case scenario, you don't have what we're looking for, and we go about our business. It's a long day for both of us, I suspect, so let's not make things worse for each other prematurely."
Reggie's gonna start. Reggie's gonna nod at that, because that is also what he wants out of this, to not have to be...
The drow is going to sneer a bit as you begin walking past her, and says, "Yeah, Clara, because it'll be so much better for them when they find they do have what we're looking for, and we tell them it's just business."
What is it you're looking for?
"That'll come," he says, watching warily as this metal man stalks by. You see his eyes kind of go wide with almost a bit of shock and wonderment as you ding 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 clink by as this sort of feline rabbit robot. Are the other tokens going to move themselves, or shall I move them?
I was waiting for moved.
So the larger room, since there aren't any other tokens in this little bubble here, and this would be a very tight space for 5 of them, and
they just have to drop a couple fireballs on you. It would be bad. So honestly, this works out a little better for you if it does come to a fight. Morrigan, you notice that they are watching intently as each of you goes by, but their eyes do seem to linger on Claire. Excuse me. On Serena.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's hoping the disguise work.
She's got her hood drawn up, kind of hiding her face as best she can. As you get into this chamber, the first of you, you're going to see that there are 3 people stood kind of on the opposite side of a dark chasm in the middle of the room. As I say, "That's far enough." What's going on, Spider? They follow you up. The dwarf up here is going to kind of pull out a hammer and kind of sweep it across in front of him, sort of indicating a line on the far side of the chasm, and says, "Why don't you line up over there so we can get a good head count, see your faces?"
Control my model for a bit. I'll be real quick.
Okay. Are you going to acquiesce, party?
Where was he pointing?
He had drawn a line in the air that seemed to be across here, basically. Or over here. You don't get the sense that he's trying to get ready to push you into the chasm, but he just wants you out in the open.
Yeah.
I'm always inclined to tell someone just telling me what to do to go shove it, but I'll leave it to the others to make this choice.
If it goes for a fight, you're certainly not going to have regret having told them to shove it.
Yes.
But you could also wait for a fight to happen, if it happens, and then tell them to shove it as you shove them in the pit, and that could be really satisfying.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I'd
pretty
like
good.
to. I just don't think I have the athletics for that one.
Sorry,
You
Sam.
use athletics when you have magic.
That is a
Magic
pretty
board
good way to
either.
do it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for you.
Wait, you can like whip it, you can pull it.
You can pass it.
You can twist
Twist
it.
it.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Is that showing our age? Do young people recognize Puppet?
Probably not.
Nobody recognizes Buppet.
I think there's like a new Boppet.
Probably.
There have been, I don't know how recently, but
Even the new Boppet is old.
it is. The old Boppet's like
There is no
30
such
years
thing as
old,
new
the new
Boppet.
Boppet's like 15.
The only place you're allowed to buy a Boppet is at garage sales. This is the law.
Hmm.
The only place they exist.
So, as you enter the room and line up across the pit from this dwarf with the armor and the hammer, the armored drow is going to walk out around the group, across in front of the group. He seems to be looking up and down each person as he passes them. See him kind of sniffing the air as he goes. As he gets to Serena, he says, "Lower your hood, ma'am." And you're going to see as Serena looks a little bit hesitantly toward people next to her, seeming to want some confirmation
Yep.
this is the right thing to do.
Yeah, much of a choice. So I'll give her a slight nod.
I'll nod.
Slowly, her hands come up. You used a good disguise kit, and you had a lot of time to make a very good and convincing disguise. But one thing that you note that seems more noticeable now, especially in this motion, that you weren't able to cover well, is her missing finger. Even a glove, the finger of the glove is just going to sag or not move with the rest of the hand, and that much is going to be obvious as she brings up her hood, and the ring finger of her left glove stays kind of poked out toward her face as the other fingers curl around the edges of the hood and draw it back, revealing the wig and the new face that you gave her. And the drow is going to lean in close, squinting his purple eyes and sniffing. Says, "You wear a lot of makeup for an adventurer." And Serena, standing there meekly exposed, not wanting to be hurt again in the face of a drow that is infringing upon her personal space, is going to say in a shaky voice, It was a hard day yesterday, and I didn't want to enter mixed company with scars and scratches, is all. He's going to sniff at that. Say, what's your name? She stammers out. It's Serena. Serena Tguer. He's going to narrow his eyes a moment, and you're going to see him turn away from the party, looking back toward the dwarf with the hammer. And, spread his eyes, spread his arms, what do you want me to do? And you see the dwarf as he tips his head on its shoulder, and then points with his hammer at the one next to her. And he shrugs and steps up to Vulcan and says, "And you, all the armor, what's that about? Also disfigured by yesterday's tribulations?"
Long since, but yes.
He's going to pass by all the others, but doesn't say anything to anyone other than Vulcan and Serena, or he steps back. And the dwarf is going to take a couple of steps forward and say, "All right. Seems like perhaps you're not the folks we're looking for. Which should be good for all of us, as it seems you've come ready for a fight, as have we. We're contracted. Supposed to find some folk what wander in the tunnels. They owe an employer a debt, and we were told to collect it. So, I think you what owes the debt is gonna know who you are. And I'll give you one last chance to come out, and we can go and discuss the terms of your payment to our employer. Otherwise, we're gonna sniff you out, and everyone's going to pay the price. Of course, they really aren't here. All's the better for everyone present, eh? So,
I would like to make an insight check
sure.
on him to see if I think that he thinks that it's one of us that he's looking for, and if so, who that would be.
Okay, roll it.
That is a 25.
These guys are rolling shit, okay? All single digits on this side of the table.
Reggie was designed for a specific subset of things.
I would
So what you're saying is you have a certain set of skills?
I do.
He does seem to think that one of you is who he's looking for. He has mentioned being wrong and letting you go, but there does seem to be a little too much excitement at going at the other prospects there. If you've already determined that the person you're looking for isn't in this group, why suddenly turn around and say, "I'm giving you one last chance to come to us"?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of dissonance in those statements, which kind of gives him away. The fact that his bloodhound there is getting close and sniffing at people, you also think they might have some way of figuring out who they're looking for without recognizing their face. Unfortunately, this person has gotten close to everybody. He's only talked to Serena and Vulcan. You know that Serena is an important person, important enough to kill a Black Rose for, but you also know that Vulcan is Drachner tech. And anybody getting a hold of Drachner tech could potentially have something to hold over Vendar. So, they're kind of also the most, in your estimation, like, valuable, recognizable people in the group. You don't necessarily know the histories of all of your compatriots here. Any one of them could have made the wrong enemies. Could be spiders. But the evidence that you have to go on only points to one of those two.
Before anything else, I think polite's polite. You got one of our names. I point to the Bloodhound guy. Yeah, because he's the one who asked for the name. And I just like give a like, meh. Look. Expected.
You're gonna hear like an exasperated sigh from behind you where the elven wizard is still like prepared to immediately cast a spell on you. She says, as she says, yeah, and Braun gave my name away, so you got two of ours now.
I don't care who
Already
did.
forgotten her name.
Did
He called her Clara.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep. That completely slipped Sam the player's mind.
I was sneaky about it. Not that sneaky. And now she's given you his name as Braun.
Does she look at me expectantly?
She doesn't, but she could. She should.
Okay.
She should. She should. She does.
Okay, if she does, then...
She was, and then she goes, no, wait. And she looks back at you.
Yeah, no, you're right. Fair's fair. Would Reggie give a fake name?
There, I thought the question would be, what fake name did he give her?
Yeah, I think he does. I mean, he can't roll poorly in deception.
They have no idea what your names are. How would they know you were lying?
Yeah, that's the other. He'll say Reginald.
Reginald.
Because he expects if people refer to him as Reginald that they're problems and they need to go. So if people start looking for him from these guys, then he knows to deck them.
We're looking for Reginald. Kill those guys.
It's like, okay. Well, I got good news and bad news for you, friend.
The old spam email trick. You just give all the people you don't like the bad name.
So you're dead.
That's not how you spell halfling. Sorry, just writing a thing down. Reggie, you had rolled history on the voices earlier, right?
Yes.
What did you get?
I got a 22.
Okay, and Morrigan, you had gotten a 16, a 15, and Spider, you'd gotten a 16?
15, I think.
Okay, so 15 and 16 was Morrigan.
Vulcan got a 19.
Vulcan got a 19, but Vulcan doesn't have a reason to know this.
But Vulcan doesn't know shit. So.
Yeah. Well, he knows basically everything Vendar told him, but Vendar doesn't have a reason to know this. However, people who lived down here for many years do. So, you didn't recognize their voices because you've never met these people. But upon having two of their names and the way that they're acting, those from down here do begin to put puzzle pieces together. That Clara and Braun are two names associated with a band of mercenaries, adventurers if you prefer, known as the Collectors. They often take jobs that involve acquisitions of objects, of information, of people. These are not good friends to have, and they're really bad enemies to have. So most people just try to stay unimportant, because getting a contract taken out with the Collectors on you usually ends poorly. Either you lose whatever that is being collected from you, which is material, or you lose whatever is being collected from you, which is your life. They're decently infamous in the underground. They don't operate solely, obviously, in Volinar, but they do take jobs there from time to time, which is why the Syndicate would be aware of them. To the best of your knowledge, they've never worked a job against or for the Syndicate. But they are adventurers, they are mercenaries, and you have heard of them. You know that they are a team of 5, comprising the elf Clara, the drow Braun, the dwarf you can now place as Hef, the halfling in the hood is Steel, and he's a rogue, but his name is not spelled with an A, so shut up. And there's the tiefling on the far side, who is Florin. They don't make their identities unknown. They're not secretive about what they do. They get paid to do jobs, and they do them, and they're very efficient at it. You don't know exactly how good they are, but they're probably at least as good as you. Probably. They've been operating a while. It's possible that they're not as good as you, though. Are those bones you want to roll? So that is what the party is aware of as these names come to light. In addition to the fact that you, Reggie, feel that Hef there believes you have what he's looking for. None of them seems to react particularly overtly to you giving your name as Reginald. Like I say, Volinar isn't their base of operations. They do jobs there from time to time, so it's possible that they, unlike many others in the city, have not heard of you, or don't recognize you by being called Reginald as opposed to Reggie.
Wait, no, that wasn't to obfuscate his name.
Oh, I know it wasn't to obfuscate his name, but the name Reggie is slightly more famous around the place than Reginald. Like, that's generally how people know you, and not everybody draws those connections if you don't get called that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They hear Reginald and they don't immediately think Reggie.
That's the point, though, because that's what when somebody comes out like looking for Reginald, then they're bad news.
Yeah. So you're saying that people would fear the name Reginald, not Reggie.
No. Reginald is the name that he gives
to
people
problems,
he doesn't,
so that when
like,
they
to not friends.
right, yeah. So,
So
they
that
go
if
asking
they
around
send
about
somebody
him,
after him and
Yeah.
that person's looking for Reginald,
Yeah.
and they ask for Reginald, then he's like, okay, I either
Yeah.
need to get out of Dodge.
No, I
or
figured that's
fuck
what you
up.
meant. I just wanted to make sure that it was also like that I wasn't misinterpreting and thinking that like
Yeah.
still when the name Reggie gets said, a lot of people recognize that in Volinar, and some of them react poorly.
Pretty much everyone in the underground would know him as Reggie.
Yeah.
Very few people would think about him as Reginald.
Yeah. So I think that this still kind of holds up. None of them, if they did know the reputation of Reggie, none of them has connected it to you saying your name is Reginald. None of them reacted to that. It's also possible that they just don't know or don't care.
Yeah.
But none of these guys has been particularly good at hiding their emotions so far, so why would they start now? Nope, that was a 4 on die. Okay, so you give your name. They don't respond to it, but everybody here, I believe, except for Vulcan, who doesn't have a reason to know, realizes that these are the collectors. They've been paid to come find someone, something, someone to collect payment for an employer. So, Reggie, as you get this strong feeling that, at the very least, this dwarf is convinced you have whom he's looking for, are you going to preempt anything or wait for them to either find or not find it?
I think if does Reggie, let's see, how do I want to word that? Does Reggie think that being like dismissive, nonchalant, and trying to just like basically like clearly you think you're like someone's listening into this conversation. I don't know where they would have gone to get there, but we want to be about our business. You be about your business. I wish you luck, and like just trying to like go like move this like this is a waste of both of our times.
He seems
How
yeah.
I was gonna say how that kind of
Might play out.
thing would fare.
Yeah. He seems like he's the kind of convinced that you have what he's looking for that would, upon you trying to dog him like that, would just snap his fingers and sick his pack on you.
Okay.
He's put you in a position where, you know, the way you came from is, air quotes, cut off, because the wizard is standing there. You've got a heavily armored person with melee weapons very close to you, and everybody else on the other side of the room could potentially have ranged attacks, and has better cover than you. So he's clearly, like, set it up so that if it came down to a fight, he was advantaged. But, like, you're also just, like, you're reading him very well, and it just seems like he's too close to his goal to let anything get in the way. You feel like that you've run into this kind of personality before. Like, if you try to play him off, you know, like, he's got the wrong guy and you're just gonna walk, you know, he's gonna turn around and be like, I don't think so. That's the sense you get out of this.
Yeah. So Reggie thinks that it's probably in our quickest interest to just throw the first punch.
You're reading this guy, so yeah. I mean, I can't lie to you. That's the read you get. It seems like your best chance here is to be the first, hit hard.
Okay.
I'll throw the card.
One more question about the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get the sense that she's prepared to cast a spell, or do I assume that she'd be ready to counterspell?
She hasn't
Like,
precast.
is she ready to fireball,
Yeah.
or is she?
She hasn't precast anything, so anything she does has to be a reaction or wait for her turn in initiative. She isn't holding on to a spell and ready to fire it.
Okay.
But she does look ready to cast, so like she's gonna, you know that she's gonna do well in the initiative count. She's expecting to get that surprise round.
Yeah.
But no, there's no giveaway if she wants to counterspell. She could counterspell like that because it's a reaction, but you know that she cannot cast any other spell as a reaction because she didn't already cast
So
it.
I was trying to figure out is opening with a spell that she might want to counter.
Yeah. So I guess to answer that question better for you, because you do understand the situation, she is more ready to counterspell than she is to do any other magic.
Okay.
Because that's a reaction. All she has to do is point at you.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if she's going to do anything, it's counterspell. And so if you want to open and not be counterspelled right off, maybe don't open with a spell.
Yeah. Or the better thing, waste a cantrip.
Exactly. Good plan.
Have her counterspell it.
That she's probably going to open with counterspell. So yeah, you could bait it out.
Reggie's going to be like, well, this is getting us nowhere, you fuckers.
You're going to see the dwarf's eyes go wide as he's about to give the command.
And I cast a spell.
There you go. All right. Everybody roll initiative!
Woo!
And then we'll resolve your
Throw the
spell.
card.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
22.
damn. Do I use my inspiration?
Maybe. What if you miss later and really want to hit? But also, it's almost, we've got half an hour left-ish, so it could be the right time to use the inspiration, because it's going to affect the next session. So it's like getting an inspiration next session if you use it right now.
Inspiration, go! It was worse.
Don't you just love that?
It was
What
so
is
much
this,
worse.
BG3?
So worse. I hate myself.
Morgan got 15 and
We rolled a 1 on BG3 last night, used inspiration, rolled another 1.
oh no.
Classic.
As you do.
Taste of inspiration.
Classic. Oh, good God. Hilarious. Amazing. All right. I think
Classic honor mode.
Reggie was also casting that spell at the wizard. To
Cast
turn
the
to her
spell
and
at-
set it.
Okay, so he turns to her to cast it. Yeah, so she's definitely
Basically,
going
to egg her on more. Like, okay, I'm gonna geek the mage, so you probably want to.
Geek the mage.
Geek the mage. Always geek the mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's correct. Alright. Let's get these.
Is Reggie mostly a spellcaster, or is he comfortable physically as well?
He has a gun and Molotovs.
Comfortable in his own skin.
He asked if Reggie
Oh,
is
Reggie is
mostly
shit in combat.
in combat.
He is mostly a spellcaster in the way that's pretty much the only thing that he can moderately effectively do in combat.
I do like the "you fuckers" vicious mockery. Alright, so I see stealth, I see initiative from Spider is 16, Morgan is 15.
Help if I wrote that.
Spider, we'll put Morgan there.
I got 11.
11.
Fucking hell, Reggie.
Yeah.
Isn't it Twilight?
I'm hoping that I get the
Yep.
the surprise on the wizard and then get to cast Hold Person on the wizard
11.
before she gets to go.
Reggie's 22.
On
Vulcan
that
is
one.
17. Vulcan, what's your plus? It's 3
It's +2.
plus 2.
Would that still be dirty? Would it be a dirty one? Is that?
Yes, it would be.
An unnat 1.
I've gotten 2 dirty ones in this
Oh,
fucking
man.
session. This is
You
BG3
gotta
all
stop
over
rolling
again.
dex things.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so now I need the dwarf. Well, you got beaten though. The dwarf rolled a nat 1. Oh, Claire. Claire did not do much better. Alright. Demon. Wow, okay. Well, that's how we're gonna play it, I guess. Rogue, you gotta do good, right? That you do not do good at all. Okay, you somehow do worse than the other guy. Alright. And
She just wasn't
another
prepared for
nat 1.
That dark elf warrior. A drow there is in a very nice angle for Morgan to be kicked down those spikes.
Goodness gracious. Alright. 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 Let me do one last thing here. Do this. Do this. What's your name? Oh, yeah. You... I already forgot. Right, Florin.
Steal.
Huh? Yeah, I realized after
I
the fact
just-
that I named the rogue Steel, and I'm like, well, that's just kind of perfect,
It's like
isn't
steel with an E, and it's just like, but
it? Steel has
it always has an E.
There's 3. I thought you were going to actually. I thought you were going to do like STIEL or something like that.
It's Steele. Steel.
Yeah.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan. What? I repeat that.
Does he have like a blue shirt on?
No. He's got,
He's not a blue steel.
Jesus Christ. God damn it. I hate everything. So session's over. Alright, so yes, you
but
are
you're
going
blue
to
steel.
bait out her counter spell as you turn toward her and throw your vicious mockery at her. She's going to point at you, and like your mouth is just going to zip shut.
You. I hate that.
And so I'm going to take that as the initiating move of combat. Now please take your turn.
Okay. I am going to cast a spell.
All right. Lucky
I am
you.
going... Yep, I'm going to cast a. Let's see. 2 people.
And this is how you win combat while not specializing in combat. You just get the stupid eye rolls to just read everything that's going on in your enemy and then guide them toward what you want them to do.
If Clara and Braun could make me, which is it, a wisdom saving throw each.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yes. Sorry, I'm pretty sure that I left a combat. Oh, that's fetch all players. I was pretty sure that I left a scene. Oh no, that would be in ELR. Okay, you know what? I'll use the one from the Kraken fight. Or whatever the fuck that monster is. It's not actually a Kraken. Where is that fight? Where are you?
It was the Crackalacken.
Kraken 2 electric boogaloo.
Oh, yeah, we're headed the right way. Here we go. Who the hell is that? Oh, Ignatius, hi. What are you doing out there?
Like, I heard somebody head my deck.
Oh, I guess it's gotta be this. Sorry. And sorry to the stream as I'm zooming around and trying to find a little, I hope it's this one. Yeah! That one's fighty. Okay. They're making a saving throw. Braun and Clara, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom.
I'm casting Third Person.
Wow. She was supposed to be good at that. I assume what, 10 fails?
Oh, wait, 2 additional targets, because Held Person's a
Oh, who's your third additional target? What's your range?
So my third, what is that? 60 feet.
I think the one you can see best, just due to the big spire of rock in front of you, would be the Tiefling, Florin.
Yeah, I think that I will do.
Okay.
With also the one closest to me after these 2. So.
Okay, how does 15 do?
15 succeeds.
15
That is the
succeeds.
DC.
10 failed, right?
Yes, 10
Okay,
fails.
and Florin also failed. So Clara and Florin failed. Braun succeeded. What's the damage?
There is no damage.
Yeah,
They're
I mean-
paralyzed.
Oh, God! This is Hold Person.
Yeah, this is whole person.
Ah, you are horrible. Okay, all right, cool. You suck.
Thank you.
Suck
And
so
I am
badly.
going to move to here.
We're gonna fucking put yellow as the base color for the paralyzed people. My 2 spellcasters. My 2 spellcasters. How?
Well, I'm not shielding my
Beat
feet
the
this
mage.
time.
Actually, what? Yeah, I could make it here. So I'm just like, and fuck all 3 of you. I
got a
pat
bad
Clara's
guy
shoulder
here, and I'm
as
trying to
I-
do cool things. You guys just keep making him stop. And all right. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. Clara's turn. She makes a saving throw. Is that correct?
Yes, at the end of the
Okay.
turn, she gets to make another saving throw.
2 on die. Vulcan.
Alright. Since we're fighting these guys, Vulcan's gonna move over here. And he's gonna try to cast Thunder Wave and throw that guy into the pit.
Oh my God.
It's a con saving throw.
All right. Well, he's a fighter. He might be able to do that. That is a 19.
Fuck.
Yeah, fighter.
Unfortunate.
Boof. All right, so what's half of the damage?
Let me roll the damage. I was hoping they'd just knock him into the pit.
My cool mercenaries aren't looking that cool when they're rolling all single-digit numbers.
I don't know. I think they look as
7
cool
thunder
as they-
damage, so it's 4.
You
A whole
bastard.
4 thunder damage.
4 thunder damage is already halved, or do I have it?
Yeah, it's 7 total, 4 half.
7
right?
total would be 3 halved.
3 halves. Is
Yeah, okay.
It's 3 halves. I can't remember if around up or
Yeah,
down.
that's okay. Alright. 3 points of thunder damage. Not weak.
Even less useful.
Not weak or resistant. But, you blasted him. You blew his hair back. You see his purple eyes go wide as he looks behind him and realizes what you almost did to him.
Unfortunate. How tall is the roof of this?
How tall is the what?
How high is the roof of this area?
The roof of this
Tall-
area is 15 feet.
I use my rabbit hop bonus action to jump and latch onto this pillar.
You latch onto this pillar over here?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just give you a little bit of fly there, and you're gonna go up it a bit. Oops, wrong person.
Yep. 15 feet.
Still the wrong
Gonna
person.
jump to the top of the pillar.
Alright, so you're
Use
just like
his cat claws
latched
to hang on.
to the top of the pillar. Between the ceiling and the pillar. Like, I am a mounted turret. Oh, you have a gun. You are a mounted turret.
Literally. This is what I imagined. That's why I made sure to have cat claws and rabbit hop.
This is what I get for having the bad guys be reasonable for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
We
Vulcan?
got them monologuing.
You got me
We're sly
monologuing.
dogs.
No, that's the end of my turn.
Spider. Merc the Merc.
Yeah.
The mage is paralyzed for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Probably forever, given her rolls.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Just for future reference. The Shadow Arts, Monk's Shadow Arts,
Yeah.
those are spells.
Those
I
are.
believe they're cast. You spend, from what I understand, they're spells, but the key points just replace the material component. They still
Oh,
have,
yeah, I think they still count as spells. Let me take a quick peek here. Bum, 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 bum. Wish that they were more clear about some of these things. Game rule, class. Fucking. Where's 2014? 2014. Monk. Way of monastic traditions. Why is Way of Shadows not here?
Should be the second one.
Hold on, I think I'm logged out again. Yeah, I'm logged out. Every time. Are you... What is this? KID status? Date of birth? So they're collecting this data on me now? Go fuck yourself. I have to tell them where I am and when I was born. Wow. So that website's entirely dead to me. They're trying to pull the same bullshit that Discord is. Hello. Where else do I have this
You're
information?
duplicating the effects of certain spells. As an action, you spend 2 key points to cast one of the spells listed without providing material components.
Yeah, that sounds to me like spellcasting.
Okay. No, that's fine. Just to clarify. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I am
Clara's not going to be able to counterspell you.
Yeah, but my plan would probably have potentially incapacitated Reggie.
You're like cast darkness.
No, we don't want
there.
that.
So I was asking if his physicality was okay, and he wasn't just a spellcaster.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm squishy. I died.
It's true. A devil exploded
He's
and
the
Reggie
first
died. First blood.
Very well done.
It may be a short campaign, but there's got to be some player death for the stakes to be high, right?
To be fair, Lara Mendes didn't die in the
It's true.
previous campaign.
I had to get you one
He's a fucking
day.
coward.
It's mostly just.
See, I could cast silence, but it would have to be like centered at, I think, like the back wall, in order to just miss. Like if I had
Yeah.
centered it around here,
Yeah. What's the?
because it's 120. The range is 120.
120 range is how far away you can cast it, but what's the size?
Yes.
It's only like a 20-foot radius, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, no, that's fine.
What is it? 10-foot radius?
Then I could 20 foot here. 20-foot radius sphere, so 40-foot total.
Okay.
10, 15, 20. So I could, if I cast it like here, it should. Whereas the
You could just move this whole thing. Without it
the
changing.
spheres.
Well, you're definitely, if you cast it there, you're definitely hitting the party.
Yeah, I don't know who else in the party actually uses spells.
It's true, the party is a little limited. You know Vulcan uses spells.
Vulcan uses spells. Morgan can cast spells.
Yeah.
Also, what would stop Clara from just stepping backwards?
The whole
Paralysis.
person currently,
Yeah, but
which
like,
makes it very easy to just deck her.
yeah, but like
You have
does
advantage
whole
to
does whole
That's not
person
a
prevent her
Christian,
from? Does it not also prevent her from casting spells?
Well, yeah, it does.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, she can't do anything.
Yeah.
You just walk up and stab her in the throat.
Yeah, like I just figure that silence is a bit redundant at the moment.
A little bit. Maybe the other guys have spells.
Unless she breaks out of.
Yeah, but if she breaks out, all she has to do, if I cast it there, all she has to do is take one step backwards.
True.
Yeah.
My turn is next, though. She might not have a head left.
Yeah. So I am going to take a step forward and draw my rapier and just stab her.
Okay, you have advantage because you're making a melee attack within 5 feet of an incapacitated target.
Huzzah!
Such a mean spell.
I went from a 20 to an 8 on that one. That's a 19.
19 on the Vizard, very surprisingly, will hit. Because you're making a
Where's your
melee
shield?
attack successfully within 5 feet of an incapacitated target, your damage is automatically critical damage.
Oh.
please roll critical damage.
Please, geek the mage.
That's what they get for leaving the mage behind us.
Thought she was well positioned to blast all of you into a pit.
So
She was.
9 plus 4 is 13 magical piercing.
13 magical piercing?
Yeah.
Alright, 13 points.
And I'm going to bonus action punch her.
Butcher.
Punch.
Oh, punch her. Do you want a key puncher for
Like in
2
the throat.
punches or just 1 punch?
How much does my key punch actually cost?
All I can tell you is that if you hit her, it's a crit because she's incapacitated, so hitting her twice is better than hitting her once.
Yeah.
The extra punch cost you 1 point.
I know. That's why I asked if he wanted a key punch. For
Yeah,
extra punch.
but he had asked how much
Oh,
it
yeah,
costs.
yeah, it's
That's
1 key.
why.
So
Okay.
1 key to get 2. Alright, key and...
Sorry, I missed.
You get 1 for free or 2 for 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Sorry. That's what I thought it was. So I thought he knew that. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted the question. I thought he was asking a different question.
No, it's because they all cost different amounts. So all the different things keep the cost is
But
different.
yeah, Derek's right. 1 for free. or 2 for
Okay, so the first punch
Mhm.
is a non-natural 20.
Okay, dirty 20. That'll hit.
That's still a crit.
Critical damage. Yep.
So that is 10 bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning damage on a stupid fucking punch. There we go. Suddenly I know what it was like to be Cameron when he was going up against Xander and Carol.
Yeah, Carol was mean.
Yeah, and Xander
And-
capitalized on it.
My second.
It's too many spells for a warlock. And all
That's
of them
better, yeah,
a
that's-
whole person.
24.
24 hits. Critical damage, please.
10 again.
10 again. Okay, counting wrong. Alright, that's pretty decent. On 1 turn, you just dealt out 33 points of damage.
Yeah, that's what you get.
No thanks, Reggie. Just that's
I
what
don't
you
particularly
get.
like these people.
Oh my god. Alright, anything else?
No, that's my movement, action, and bonus action.
Movement action and bonus action. Alright, Morrigan.
Okay, the mage is surprisingly still standing.
The mage is still standing.
You can fix that though.
What are the laws for like knocking back a target? Do you need a feat or something for that?
It's part of a melee attack. You can choose to shove instead, and it will have one of 2 effects, your choice. You make the, I think it's an athletics test against their athletics or acrobatics, and you can either knock them prone or knock them back 5 feet.
So I can just walk up to this guy and just like knock him out.
You can try to shove him in. He'll get a chance to grab the edge if he does fall, though.
So we'll get a chance to. He'll have a athletics check to
Yep.
resist the shove. And
Right.
He is bulky, and then he'd have probably a dex.
Like a dex
check.
thing to try and grab the edge and not fall to his immediate death with his very large amount of HP going with him.
If only he had failed that concept.
Then he would be in the pit. He doesn't want to be in the pit. He wants to make this
He
save
would be super dead.
No. He's gonna stay
and
here
that
and
counts
be a
as
problem.
one.
Okay, what?
And that shove
That's a
counts as
single
one attack.
Yeah, it counts as one of your attacks. You can shove as one of your melee attacks if you get more than 1 attack per attack action. You could
Okay,
shove
then
him twice.
let's try it.
If the first one doesn't work.
That's right, because
The
I want to
first
see
one
what
works, then you
happens
can
when it
cut his
falls into the
fingers
pit.
off.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
I
when
was
he
thinking. I
falls
was
in the
actually
pit, not
thinking
if.
that.
Oh, you guys are terrible.
I was actually thinking that. Like, if he grabs onto the edge, he can just go chop.
This is why he should have failed
Indeed, that's
his
right.
wisdom save.
Yeah.
Because then he would fail this and not be able to grab. He would just see the ledge as he was stuck in position.
All right. So you're
So
shoving
then
him?
it's an athletics check.
Athletics check.
It's
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah.
Let's see. Athletics. I'm using my inspiration. Was it 3 on die? I'm not satisfied with that. God damn it, that wasn't. My dice is stupid. Well, it's higher.
Okay. What's the total?
Not high enough. 15.
15's pretty good,
Hold on,
but he
I
got
have,
a 20, so he resists the shove. Are you going to
like,
use
dude,
your
what
next
the fuck?
attack to shove again?
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
This dude's just like, no, I'm not going in there.
No, you were supposed to go in there.
Hmm. Do I want to show again? Tricky question, because if I fail, that's it. That's what I've done. I do have an action surge, though.
I was gonna say until you action surge and shove him 2 more times, and he's just like, no.
Shove, fuck, shove,
Yeah.
fuck, shove.
Yeah,
fuck,
I
shove. There we
think
go.
I think I'm gonna show. I think I'm gonna try again.
All right.
But
Roll
dice
your
rolled bad.
athletics.
So.
You shove him, and then you use your next attack to smash his fingers. They're prone too, so you have advantage.
I never use mulligans. Can I try to use a mulligan?
You gotta pay for them, but yeah.
Is this an ability check?
Yeah, it's an ability check.
And I can use Flash of Genius. To
There, I redeemed.
Yeah, you could use Flash of Genius. Are you able to, how does that work in combat? Is it a reaction? What is it?
Yes, reaction. You can use your reaction.
Okay, so yeah, you could use your reaction to give her Flash of Genius.
Yeah, because
sure, why not?
the last roll there wasn't that one, so fuck that. I'm using mulligan. What the hell is
Well,
up
you're
with my
you're up
dice
plus
today?
5.
Plus 5?
Yep.
Damn. Okay. My dice are so mean to me today, but okay, I have a plus 5, so.
Maybe
That's
it's just
18 then.
it's an 18. He
Yeah,
still
there's
has
a 7 on the die.
He has a 20 again.
Really?
Yeah,
What the hell?
he rolled the same number again.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
Really want that fucker to go into the pit.
This fucker really apparently doesn't want to go in the pit, which I'm happy about. I'm worried that if you keep making him roll, I'm gonna do bad.
He's like, please just stop.
Stop making me
I
roll.
wanna go
all
in
of my
the pit.
rolls has been below 10 though. Like, I'm good at this.
Are
I
you
have a
action surging
6
and
in
doing it again?
athletics. I rolled so incredibly bad.
How long does Flash of Genius last? Is it just one roll? Or is it
one
more?
roll.
It's just one roll. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
action surge and do it again, you don't have the +5 anymore. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
actually search, but I'm gonna
use-
fucking attack him.
Just gonna attack him, okay. Roll to hit.
I didn't think to use my bardic inspiration when it was my turn.
Oh. Give her a D10.
For all sorts of bonuses. Push him off already.
Buff everybody.
I'm the bard. It's my job.
But okay.
Go into the pit, you ass.
You're just like hiding behind the wall and go, channel the mushrooms, use the mushrooms, and they go, oh, I have a D10 now.
Fuck him up.
Fuck him up! Alright, so sorry.
Unfortunate, but that's how it went. So
What'd you roll?
action surge.
What was it?
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
Action surge to punch
Yeah,
this
my
guy
dice
in the
keep-
dick.
My dice keep rolling absolutely crap, so I would not have been able to shove him again. But let's see how much that is for an attack.
Yeah, how much is it for an attack? Should be higher.
11.
Total?
Yeah. I
That's-
said I haven't rolled above 10 in like 5 rolls now.
I'm so sorry. Oh, that's not
Maybe
going to beat
it's
his
time for a
AC.
different D20.
He takes the shield and literally just like slaps your axe away, and it just like busts some stones out of the ground next to him as he's like standing there looking like scared, but also incredulous at you that everyone is trying to shove him in the spit. He's like, you can read it. He's like, stop.
Okay,
Here's the
finally.
stake.
You've been rolling so
Yeah.
poorly with all of your dice. You have one more attack.
That's 22.
What are the odds that
on
it's going to roll so poorly again?
22 on AC.
22.
22 on AC
Yeah.
will hit.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
hoping
like,
you were going to shove him again.
I'm seeing red right now, which you can't tell because the eyes are already,
Red.
You
You can't tell I'm blushing because I have scales.
Oh, okay. Where's my body standing? Dang it. Was it D12, right? That one.
Poor fighter, poor Eldritch Knight trying so hard to kick the other fighter into a hole.
Yeah. So that's 12 on the damage.
12 on the damages.
Yeah. Magical slashing.
Sweet. So all of that goes through.
So many waste throws.
Yeah, they happen. Alright.
But if we
It's
had just
not my day.
succeeded, it would have been an instant kill. How often can you get that?
Exactly. It's like this real. I really wanted them in that pit, but my dice were against me. They were like, at least no.
Yeah, he's rolling just well enough, and you're rolling just low enough that he just won't fucking go into the pit.
He's got pretty good athletics. Okay, so Morgan, you're gonna.
And I got pretty good athletics. It just doesn't matter when I roll below 10 on all of the rolls.
Yeah. So Morgan, anything else? You want to move any further, anywhere? You did your bonus action. I think you still have a bonus action, do you? Anything like that?
No, because. Do you still have a bonus
Action surge is
Bonus
free. It doesn't cost your bonus action.
Huh.
So you should
Well,
still
I
have a
could
bonus
do-
action if you have a bonus action thing you can do.
I don't think so, no.
Alright.
Well, I mean, yeah, second wind I think is bonus action, but I don't need that.
Okay. Then Twilight.
But yeah, I want to stand here. I'm further away from the pit,
Yeah.
within range of this warrior that's definitely gonna attack me next.
Fucking roll. What is he at the end of the initiative?
Keep shoving, he'll go down eventually.
Oh god.
Someone's gotta be able to knock him back.
Please don't. I don't want to go in there. It's dark and scary.
You belong in the pit, damn it.
Why do I
It's dark
belong in
and
the
very
pit, not
pointy.
you?
Get in there. It's her home.
You too good for your home now? Alright. Weird anti-draw racism aside. Twilight, your turn.
So, with the soul torchbearer back around the corner,
Yep.
I assume it's mostly dim light in here?
I
darkness?
don't think anybody here is human, so I think they all have dark vision. So I don't think they have a light source on them. So I think
Alright,
it's dark
so
in here.
The only light source went with Reggie.
The halfling wouldn't have.
Oh, the other halfling would have a torch. Let me give him a torch. There you go.
I mean, he might
There we go, so-
not have a torch, but
Oh, he could have
Alright.
Magitech glasses of dark vision because you live in a day and age where that could be possible.
Well, even if that one has a torch, the bright light won't reach me, so I'll be fine to teleport.
Assume so. 5, 10, 15,
All right, you like darkness.
20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Hey, if it was a torch, the dim light would go back to here, but the bright light ends, like, here. So yeah, you're at least in dim
So I'm going
light.
to shadow step to here.
Oh. Alright,
Geek the other
you
mage.
shadow step.
Step over here.
I assume that you...
And geek the other mage.
Oh, no, my other mage, don't do it. You have advantage if you're making a melee attack. Don't do it.
I am making a melee attack.
No, don't do it.
Here, what my hit bonus is. It's that, so 24 to hit. Assume that hits.
I'm sorry, I think I missed the number. One more time.
24.
24 definitely hits, yeah. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Alright, please take 49 points of slashing damage.
That's just
49? Jesus.
Oh my.
Automatic critical hit with someone who hasn't multi-classed on a rogue that does a
Sneak
heck of a
attack.
lot with
Sneak attack.
automatically maximized sneak attack.
Alright, 49 points of damage. Still standing.
Alright, that was movement and bonus. Oh, well, not all
What
the
was that
movement,
on
but
your
that
bonus
was,
action?
No, that was my action and bonus action
Oh.
to teleport, movement to take a 5 step.
Yeah, so that's
So
all.
I would have 25 feet of. I have 25 feet of movement left I could use, but
Yep.
I don't.
You just want to stay next to the
Think
paralyzed
I-
person?
Well, yeah, because also if it wakes up, it's the mage.
Yeah.
I kill mages. That's my job.
I know. Alright, so what is Dusk doing? Or I guess I don't have to ask. I can do this. What is Dusk doing?
Dusk is probably just going to step over here to try and meld with Serena's shadow. Or at
Okay,
least
so it's
attempts
not
to.
becoming a 5-foot shadow blinding her?
Well, no, because at least with the original write-up, it's only supposed to be able to do that for a turn, not like a round.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't make any difference to do it now. But
Okay.
he wants to be there to try and protect from like a hit or something.
Okay. Alright.
Or if she gets lit up, I have a way to get back to her from the other darkness in the area.
Yeah. Okay. Florin, who is paralyzed, is going to roll it, and then I guess we're gonna... I don't want to give Desmond his turn so he's not the only one in the party who didn't get to do anything.
Well, no, Claire hasn't got to do anything.
Mechanics
That...
as a standard
She is
action.
before me, though.
Alright, that's a 15 again on the wisdom saving
will
throw?
succeed.
That succeeds?
Yes.
Okay, no longer paralyzed. Yay! Unfortunately, his turn is already over, but hey, no longer paralyzed is good.
No, it's not.
Your second eye.
Cast a reaction spell.
Good for me.
Do it.
Cast a
Cast
reaction.
a reaction spell. Do it.
When?
You know you
There's
want
not
to.
anything to react to yet. Shut up.
If for some reason he was concentrating on a spell when I hit him, he had disadvantage on that concentration check.
I think no, because
You
when they're
lose concentration
paralyzed,
when
you
you're
you
paralyzed.
lose your concentration anyway.
It's
When-
such a
Right,
mean
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it was we spent like an hour looking for that rule in the last game, but yes, we finally did prove that it is
Yeah,
in the rules that when you're becoming incapacitated, you lose concentration. So stupid.
I remember that discussion now.
That should have been such an easy thing to say. I just wanted to be sure the rules agreed. Anyway, this guy.
This guy.
This guy has a bonus action tool because he's cool. He just has to roll above a 10. He rolls above a 10. You're going to see him pull a metal tool off of his belt. This guy here, sorry, I didn't say. It's the halfling in the hood. He's going to pull a metal tool off of his belt and, like, point it forward. You see it's got, like, this steel arrow on the front of it. He pushes a button on the side of it, and the steel arrow with a bang launches off and hits the wall of the hole right here. You notice a moment later that it's still connected to his hand via chain, and then as though pulled by a spring, he gets launched into the air over here and climbs up the side.
He's a hook shot.
He's got a hook
Oh,
shot.
it's easier to cut that guy down.
I need to get myself one of those.
I think you're
And
about to.
she does say that out loud, like straight to his face.
Oh, thanks for delivering that to me. Go ahead, I'll just go ahead and take that. And then you can go ahead and go into the
Good
pit.
gosh, everybody wants the item, including the audience.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, grappling hooks are awesome. It's the universal
They're
pet.
awesome, and fucking that one's even better because it's stupid and breaks physics. All right, here we go. Oh, fuck. Morgan, he took a swing at you because he's a rogue and now he's got a friend next to you, and he crit.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit, indeed.
Oh, boy.
Why do you keep
Oh,
rolling high? Why can't
shit.
I roll high?
I
What
was
the hell is
rolling like
this
4s
nonsense?
earlier. Remember when Alex called that the moment
You
it
go
mattered I was going
shit
to start
rolls
rolling
out.
high? Well, this is when it matters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on. He's a high-level rogue, so he's going to get a lot of sneak attack dice on you.
Well, if he's level 8, I know it's 4d6. If it's more than that, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. It's slightly more than that. All right, don't worry, Elisa. They're all not ones.
Great.
$30 points of piercing damage.
30 points, huh?
30 points.
And in return, he's gonna catch fire.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him.
Because I have Hellish Rebuke.
All right, spend the spell slot and point at him.
This is why you don't stab the tieflings.
Yeah, this is one of the tiefling spell slots.
I know. Oh yeah, it's one of the tiefling. It's the racial spell slot, so it's not a spell slot at all. You're correct. It's
Yeah.
just a short rest power.
Yeah.
Long
I
rest.
think so. Yeah. Long rest. Okay.
You get Hellish Rebuke and Darkness and Thaumaturgy.
Oh, okay. I was like, other people get short rest racial powers. All right, so yeah. Do you say anything as he, grappling hooks across the thing, climbs up, and then like stabs you like right in the inside of the thigh?
I mean, first I said I want one of those, and now I say fuck you.
All right.
Now I have 2 reasons to kill
I
you
think
first.
he has to roll a save against it. Is that correct?
Yes. He's probably gonna make it because it's Dex.
Dex save. Yeah,
And
they
it's a-
are
and it's a
pretty good at
rogue.
that. Of course, he could roll for shit. That's only a 15.
Only a 15. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
makes
can roll
sense.
a lot higher than that. Alright, so does a 15 make it or not? Sorry.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a DC 12.
Okay. So half damage, right?
Good question.
Pretty sure it's half damage.
Probably none if it's a rogue.
Oh.
I don't know what level rogues get evasion, so...
He's probably
Well, if he's doing more sneak attack damage than me, he has evasion.
I'm not...
He hit that 7.
Yeah. So he has evasion. So he takes no damage, he's not on fire. you point at him, you shout, "Fuck you!" And you see him, like, fucking do the splits, and your little beam of fire shoots right over him into the pit.
Extra fuck you.
Okay. We are over time, though. I wanted to get to Desmond, but it's taking too long.
No!
It just means
You
we
and
get
your-
to start. With,
you and your
well, I guess
bullshit
I did
crit.
not start with this.
Yeah, it was a bullshit crit, but I got to do it. Hey. So, yeah, I don't think Serena's gonna do anything except, like, get away from the fight as much as she can, so we'll just start with Desmond, next time. Move, like, here.
Alright, and you're going to have to move death for me.
Yes, I know, I am.
No
No
my turn.
worries. Alright, so, yeah. Desmond, we will start with you next time, so you get to feel cool, like you're at the top of the initiative order. You're not, but you get to feel like you are.
I'm the only one that didn't get to go.
Alright, all in favor of letting him go.
No, I don't care now. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm giving you shit.
I accidentally pulled out my power cable when I looked for my.
I hope you're okay. Is your
Nice.
laptop okay?
It's not a laptop.
Oh, that's worse. That's terrible. I'm so
Are
sorry.
you on the UPS or something?
And I.
Uninterruptible power supply.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it doesn't have a battery, obviously. This is a desktop. So it was just the power cable just got plugged out for some
Oh,
reason.
man. Okay, well,
Yeah.
we'll start next time with Desmond. So, thank you all for being here.
What about. Wait, huh?
Huh?
What about the Hellish Rebuke?
You missed. Oh, you pulled out your power
Oh.
cable. Now I understand.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
So, because it
Oh,
was a
that's
dex
right.
save that the
Yeah.
rogue succeeded at, and he's at least as high a level
Yeah.
as you, he has evasion, which means he doesn't take any damage from it.
Oh,
So
okay.
he dodged it completely.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So he got a good stab in on you, and then he, like, flipped you off as you missed him with Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, I forgot it was a deck save. I
Yeah.
just went for it immediately
It
because I don't get
happens.
hit
It's,
off.
you know, I get it. You're like, hey, I got hit. I'm gonna punish him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the wizard over here didn't try and counterspell.
The wizard who's paralyzed? Oh, that one
one
with
that-
No,
you.
the one I'm
It's
not, the one next to me.
Extreme confidence, forgetfulness, isn't actually a wizard. Take your pick. It might be one of those. It might not be.
Just
Yeah,
found some
it
random
could be a
schmuck and
different
gave him a stick.
spellcaster.
Hold
maybe
this.
it's a
Look like you might cast a
sorcerer.
spell. I don't know what that means.
Perfect.
Turns out the spellcasters are actually the dwarf and and the drow.
Yeah, the big tough drow who can't get kicked into a pit by even your fighter is like, oh, by the way, fireball.
Right in your
Escape plan,
face, and into
Zeta.
mine too.
All right, that's enough fucking around. I'm gonna make Alex feel bad that I took away his turn. We will see you next time on Not Everybody Loves Raiken, the other one, Desmond's Creek. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.